Well, we're back on the SportsMax Zone, and this time our focus is cricket. India, they beat West Indies by 68 runs to the first T20 international at the Brian Lara Cricket Academy in Tarouba, Trinidad and Tobago to take a 1-0 lead in their 5-match series. After being asked to bat first, India compiled 190 for 6 from their 20 overs, with captain opener Rohit Sharma top scoring 64 of 44 balls. Dinesh Karthik with an unbeaten 41 was the next best batsman. Alzarri Joseph with 2 for 46 was the pick of the West Indies bowlers. West Indies in reply were restricted to 122 for 8 from their 20 overs, with Ravi Ashwin, Arshdeep Singh and Ravi Bishnu each taking 2 wickets. Despite the victory, winning captain Rohit Sharma was critical of the wicket. This is what he said: "The shot making was not easy at the start. The guys who are set needed to carry on. There was some grip for the spinners. The nature of the pitch was slow. The way we finished off the first innings, 190, was great. We hung in there and got more than a pass score." Meanwhile, losing captain Nicholas Pooran blamed his team's bowling at the death for the defeat. Pooran said, "Disappointed as a team, the crowd has been amazing. The players have been feeling very hurt, but we will look to bounce back. 18 overs, it was 150. We were indisciplined and we paid the price. 190 was very challenging. We got a good start, but the batters did not carry on. We had already lost 4 wickets in 10. The spinners did bowl well, but we were looking to restrict them to 170, 180, and that would have been chaseable." Leighton, so I'm in my Windies t-shirt, which could tell you that I got up to rally. Of course, I have to say I was pleased at first with the bowling, the manner in which we were dismissing the Indian batsmen, but I felt as if with the bat, we didn't get the best out of the Windies men.
No, we didn't, and we didn't bowl well either. I mean, when you look, there are some moments when the West Indies were bowling that I couldn't figure out. I mean, India should not have gotten to 190, first of all.
With the amount of wickets, right?
Yeah, Oben McCoy had an opportunity to run out Ashwin and inexplicably did not break the stumps. And that just fomented into what the partnership became, and of course that 40 runs after the last couple of overs, which made a big difference.
Yes.
You get the sense sometimes that the concentration levels of the West Indies players is not what it needs to be, and it applies to the batting as well. You're starting, but you're getting set, but not every ball needs to be a big shot. Not every ball needs to go over the boundary. Some balls you can play into a space and run a single. One of the things that I've always maintained, and it's something that Nicholas Pooran spoke about last year when I asked him the question: why is it that we seem so reluctant to rotate the strike? We only want to hit the balls far and wide, and the Indians and every team we play know this. So they give us the opportunity to go crazy, and invariably we go throw away our wickets. But just play some practical cricket. You can't hit a 4, push the ball into a gap, take a single, because six singles and over is 6 runs and over without any greater risk. And chances are you'll get a ball to be able to hit for 4. So 6 could actually be 10 runs without taking any major risks. But we only seem to be able to, when I say we, the West Indies, because I don't play for them, to always want to hit the ball over the boundary or to the boundary when, that's not the way you're supposed to be playing cricket. There's smarter ways to approach chasing big totals. You rotate the strike. You force the bowler to change his line and length because you're bowling to a different batsman every delivery. And you get an opportunity to score runs by, when they make a mistake, but not try to hit every ball. I mean, when you look at how Kyle Mayers got out today, he just hit a boundary, short ball comes, and he plays into a situation where, a half shot goes up in the air, gets caught. The momentum of the game changes, right? And then you're looking at a situation where, how the bowling is managed, I believe, is also an issue there. But, the problems are many.
Especially the dead bowling. And you heard that from our captain, Nicholas Pooran, speaking about, losing the match where the dead bowlers are concerned is something that we would have identified in the previous matches. How can that be rectified? Because Dinesh Karthik, He was the tail ender for India, but looked amazing at the end, coming out man of the match. He was the game changer, 41 not out. So what can the West Indies do, Leighton, where that dead bowling aspect is concerned?
Well, one of the things, and this is just me speculating, there needs to be a plan of how you approach those last couple of overs. Huh?
Especially when you know the opponent.
Yeah, you know exactly who you're bowling against. So you have a plan. Just like when other teams bowl against the West Indies, they know exactly what to expect from each batsman who comes to the crease. Therefore, have a plan. Depending on who's at the crease, you know exactly what you need to bowl. Either you bowl wide, full and wide, that doesn't give them opportunities to get under the ball, or if they go after it, maybe take an edge. You have a man by third man. This is just an example of what I'm talking about. Have a plan of how you want to bowl, depending on what the pitch is giving you. But the West Indies, don't seem to have an idea of how it is that they want to bowl in those last death overs. So as a result, the bowlers run up. There's no plan. And it looks that way because then the balls are everywhere they're not supposed to be. And they get hit all over the place and then everybody panics. And that, for me, looks like a team playing without a plan.
Yeah.
No plan A, no plan B, no plan C. And, your plan to fail, you fail to plan. You fail to plan, you plan to fail.
Yeah, earlier today we also saw the return of Shimron Hetmyer. A lot of calls to see the youngster back into the team. Of course, he passed his fitness test, which brought him back into the squad. However, Leighton today, he batted at number 6. What did you make of Hetmyer's performance?
Well, two things. I don't understand why Jason Holder was batting at number 3, first of all. Why not have Hetmyer come early in the innings where he had a chance to settle in, get his eye in, and then play like a winner?
That's where he bats.
Yeah, so Jason Holder at number 3 didn't make much sense to me. And these things are the things that confuses me as well, because Jason Holder was playing his first match in however long, because he didn't play in the Bangladesh series.
And then he got COVID.
Yeah, and then he got sick. So why not play him down the order? Have your best batters then take the pressure off the lower order by coming in, settling in, getting a score, and then perhaps building some momentum. But then you just put Jason Holder up at the top, who hasn't played in a while. He comes and he's out in what? A few balls and he's out. And then now the entire team seems to be in chaos, because then they're falling like 9 pins, like dominoes. And, so they're contributing to their own demise, it seems to me, because there doesn't seem to be a constructive idea of how you want to play and how you want to get your runs.
Yeah, we saw a top-class performance also, and we have to talk about India from Rohit Sharma. He seems to have gotten the recipe for West Indies, a really good record against the West Indies. What did you make of his innings today?
Well, Rohit Sharma is Rohit Sharma. I mean, he's one of the most consistent batsmen in the world. And when he goes out there, you're literally guaranteed a score every single time. When he gets out early, it's almost like an aberration. And it just speaks to his quality. Something that I've spoken about just recently, where, you would like to see that kind of consistency among the West Indies batsmen. Rohit Sharma is the example by which you want to follow, because he comes to the crease and he has an idea of how he's going to score runs on that particular pitch. He assesses the circumstances and then he adjusts to those circumstances. And invariably he ends up scoring a half century or more, because that's how you approach playing cricket the way it's supposed to be played. So, what we got from Rohit Sharma today is exactly what we expected from Rohit Sharma, because he's that consistent. And he's another excellent innings again.
Yeah, well, the series moves to St. Kitts and Nevis, with the second match scheduled Monday at Warner Park in Basseterre. Leighton, so far on the tour, India have won all 4 matches. Can the Windies buck the trend on Monday?
Short answer, no. I'm not kidding. I'm
not looking for you to joke.
Yeah, no, I'm not delusional. Unless something happens that tells me that there's going to be a change in how the West Indies approach playing cricket, I can't see them beating this Indian team. I remember that there's no Virat Kohli here. They've substituted out some other Bumrah isn't here. No. Can you imagine if those guys were here and they're doing this to the West Indies? No, I don't see anything happen. I don't see any change happening. Losing. They say winning is a habit and losing is contagious. The West Indies are right now in the middle of that contagion.
Yeah, do you think, just moving to different conditions, and what are the conditions like in St. Kitts and Nevis that could probably benefit the West Indies?
A good batting pitch like we saw in the first matches in Trinidad in the ODIs, where West Indies got 300. The thing is that they got 300 twice and lost those matches as well. The only thing that I can see benefiting the West Indies right now is better planning and playing better cricket. That's the only way you win matches.
Yeah, that's what we're asking for, a better approach and, of course, a bit more fight. On that note, Leighton, let's take a quick break. We'll be back.